hope you brought some good energy today. We have a 10-minute advanced core workout with dumbbells. So today we have 10 different core moves. We're going to complete each move for 45 seconds, and then we'll have 15 seconds before the start of the next minute and the next exercise. If you don't have dumbbells, please don't despair. You can do all of these moves without dumbbells. If you have access to a wide variety of dumbbells, I suggest starting with something on the lighter side. For reference, I'm using 7 pounds. And then if you feel like you need to level up, you can grab heavier dumbbells. And if you feel like you need something lighter, you can always grab lighter dumbbells, or you can put the dumbbells down if it's too much. Okay, so you need a mat and a set of dumbbells, and I forgot to introduce my trusty assistant, Fiona. I am going to go ahead and get the timer started, and while I do that, why don't you grab your dumbbells and come down onto your back with your knees bent. We're going to do a crunch with a punch. Not only are we working out, we're rhyming. Okay, so I'm going to hit the timer, and we're going to come down onto our backs with those dumbbells at our shoulders, crunch up, and then punch opposite dumbbell towards the opposite knee. So don't just flail yourself up. Make sure that you're actually using that C shape. You're using those front core muscles, and then the obliques are getting work as we rotate into the punch. Exhaling as you crunch and lift and punch. Okay, next move is going to be a sprinter sit-up. So go ahead and extend the legs long. Bring the dumbbells to the fronts of your shoulders, and we're going to exhale and crunch opposite elbow and opposite knee. So I'm not actually touching opposite elbow and opposite knee. I'm just lifting them as if I was running, and then holding for a pause of maybe 2 seconds at the top to really engage those obliques. And again, I'm not flailing myself up, I'm using core control. And of course, I can feel this in my arms. Getting a little extra bonus bicep, a little bit of shoulder work here. See if you can sit up a little bit taller. So you're kind of resting on your sits bones. Okay, we're going to come into some penguins. So feet wider than hip width distance apart, palms are facing up. Snuggle your shoulders down and back into their sockets. And then exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. And we're going to tap opposite hand to opposite heel. So if the weights are too much here, you can always put them down. So if your shoulders are hunching forward, that's too much. You need to make sure that those shoulders stay down and back in their sockets. Ugh, the dog is snoring and I'm so jealous. God, that's a long 45 seconds. So feeling this in your obliques. Ugh. All right, we're going to come over into a high plank, top of a push-up with those dumbbells in your hands. And we're going to do a tricep kickback. So we're going to lift and press back. Join me. Lift and press back. Keeping the hips squared to the mat. Think about your pinky lifting up towards the ceiling. After this, we're going to put the weights down for one exercise. Don't worry, we'll pick them back up again. I know you were worried about that. So working our whole core here, front and back, and then getting a little bonus tricep work here. some anti-rotation as we keep ourselves from rotating side to side. Okay, put the dumbbells off to the side. We're gonna lay down on our belly for some superhumans. So you're gonna extend your arms out long. And then on an exhale breath, you're gonna lift your hands and lift your legs. So if you're feeling extra super spicy, you can lift a dumbbell here between your hands. And so a lot of times we neglect our back, the spinal support muscles, which are very much a part of our core. And these types of movements, where you're laying on your stomach, prone, and then lifting, really strengthen all those tiny little support muscles, because we don't want to only work the front of our core. All right, we're gonna come into a side forearm plank grave digger. So I'm bringing my left forearm down to the mat. Your left knee can be on the mat or off the mat. And we're gonna thread the dumbbell under the body. You can follow it with your gaze and then lift the dumbbell. So yes, again, some upper body. And the more you can work the sole of that left foot flat on the mat, the more stability you have to create that big rainbow arch on the left side of the body. So I want you to think about a string lifting that right hip up towards the ceiling and then bringing the left hip with it. All right, we're gonna come back onto our stomachs for some opposite arm leg swimmers. So similar to our Superman, and you can keep the opposite arm and leg, join me, resting on the mat as you lift, or for extra spiciness, you can hover both and then just lift opposite arm and leg. So think about lengthening your chest forward, lengthening your tailbone back, and pulling your belly button back towards your spine, as if there was like a little thumbtack underneath your belly and you didn't want it to poke you. And if you feel like it's in your low back, bring the opposite hand and foot to the mat. All right, we're gonna come back into that side plank thread move, this time on the right. So I'm gonna come to the opposite end of the mat so I face you. Right forearm and palm down on the mat, right elbow under the right shoulder, thread the dumbbell through, and then lift. Oh, Fiona, you're snoozing away there, my friend. So don't let that left or right hip rather sink down to the mat. Keep it lifted. That oblique should be en fuego. Inhaling as you thread and exhaling as you lift. All right, we're gonna come on to our backs. We have 2 more moves. So on the back, legs straight up, feet flat like you're trying to press the ceiling away. And then we're gonna do toe touches, but opposite hand to opposite foot. So hug those inner heels in towards one another. And again, I'm not flailing. I'm pressing with my oblique to lift the dumbbell to the opposite foot. So flex the toes back towards the face. And we have one move after this. And I'm gonna come and turn back around this direction. It's a hollow body rock with an overhead press. So what that looks like is we come into this hollow body with the dumbbells at the shoulders, rock up, feet come down to the mat, press the dumbbells with control, come back into the hollow body, use your core to sit up and press the dumbbells. If you're feeling extra spicy, you can press the dumbbells overhead, coming into a true hollow body hold. I think I'm just gonna do the rock. Inhaling as you come back. Why not? I'll extend my arms, only live once. And exhaling as you press overhead. Squeezing those quadriceps. Oh my goodness, guys. That was a sweaty 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me for that 10 minutes of advanced core work. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you back here soon, friends.